All crews reporting. Target designated.
Nuclear launch detected. Nuclear attack.
Prepare to die.
Energy completely researched.
Non-vigilant.
Energy complete. Energy structure.
Hey, Nuke Knight, just run to the next matchup. I suspect it's gonna be mine versus Calm. Sorry, I saw True Grit today. And yes, this is the second set between Mine and Calm. Calm is down 1, and Mine is up 1, using excellent old school type play. And that first set, a lot of awesome drop strategies. I think that's what really gets people into professional StarCraft, is drop strategies like Mind used in the first game. Because obviously it requires so much coordination, so much multitasking. It takes a really high skilled player to pull off things like that and still maintain their economy and still attack on the ground as well. So yeah, that was some excellent multitasking from Mind in the first game. He's got to carry it through one more set though, against maps that are pretty unfavorable to him. But okay, Calm, let's see what you can do. I think Calm is a better player than he showed in the first set. In the first set, it seemed that he was always down on unit count. I went straight for those defilers. Of course, it's a pretty standard play from him, but he just never seemed to have enough on the ground to deal with what a Mind was going for. And he definitely didn't have Scourge prepared to take down those dropships. But here we go. Except down at the 8 o'clock position in blue is Calm. That means down at the 5 o'clock position in whatever is Mind. Now, Mind, if you had asked me quite a few weeks ago, do you think Mind's going to be able to get to the finals? I would say, no, of course not. But Mind actually has a great chance. He's already up 1. That's a feather in his cap. If he takes down Calm, he'll move on to face the winner of Hyuk versus Fantasy, which has already been decided. We already have one semifinalist. It's so exciting. But yes, he'll face the winner of that. And either one of those, either Hyuk or Fantasy, I think Mind could take down. Mind has excellent Terran versus Terran. And Hyuk is not a better Zerg player than Calm. So Mind actually has a great shot to get to the finals. Unbelievable. But will he be able to do it? That's a different story. Let's get a couple of predictions from the Nuganites. As Mind is walling off inside of his natural. This is not a very friendly map for Zerg players. I mentioned earlier that Mind is playing on unfavorable maps, but I'd say this is the most favorable one for Terran in this OSL so far. But okay, here we go. Here's one from Lazy Eye. Writes, I see... God, I'm just reading words that don't exist. Spelling pull up for Calm, by the way. I see a PvZ final between Calm and Stork. And those infuriating Hydra busts will leave Stork as the bridesmaid once again. Tear. How about one more from... is this a 14cc from Mind? We're going to see another 14cc today? Ah, yes it is. Another 14cc. These Terran players are crazy. Absolutely crazy. All right, let's get this one last prediction from Adam God. God with a 0 in it. Writes, Calm is going to Ling Storm his way to victory. Not just here, but all the way to the end, baby. First the OSL, then a reunited Korea, then the world. True story. So Calm is actually going to reunite the two Koreas. Damn, that's an awesome StarCraft player right there. But straight into Lair. Calm is going straight into Lair, so he might actually be doing... He's going to go for either 2 base lurkers or 2 hack. And either one might catch Mind off guard. Since he is going for that early base, this could be bad for Mind. it's going to be tough. Either one of those builds is going to be tough to defend against. And since I don't see a Hydralisk Den yet, I think this is going to be 2-hatch Muta, which Calm tried to do in his semifinal against Flash. He actually worked it out. In one game, the 2-hatch Muta worked out and he beat the turret timing. But he thought that was the best way to take down a player like Flash. And I think he thinks, well, this map is tough for my race, so maybe I should go for an earlier aggressive strategy like this. And it can work out great. Mind is going to be so pressed to put those turrets down in time. Yeah, this is going to be a 2-hatch Mutalisk build. And there comes the Spire already from Calm. This could be all in, too. Let's see how many drones he decides to pump at that natural expansion. My guess is not a lot. Things are not going to be fun for Mind soon enough. He's not even building his engineering bay. Normally, if Calm had gone for a 3-hatch Mutalisk build or something, the engineering bay would have to start right about now. And Mind, since he went for 14cc, that's going to throw off his timings even more. Calm, very smart, putting 2 Zerglings at the choke just to deny scouting even longer. So Mind, as soon as Mind scans, he is going to go into panic mode, because on this map, the mains are so close together, the Mutalisks are going to be there in almost no time. But here comes the engineering bay from Mind. I just don't think it's going to be in time. I don't think this is going to be in time for Mind. Oh, man. So Mind is probably going to be in the middle of building a turret once the Mutalisks fly into the main. But Calm knows where Mind is, and he's going to go straight for the jugular. I think he's going right for the main. Once the Spire pops up, yeah, not a lot of drones mining minerals at the second base. This is an all-in Mutalisk attack from 2 hatcheries. So, okay, Mind, will you be in time? I think Mind might have just scanned. Yeah, the Comsat station is just getting ready to come up. So he is going to scan and know it's coming his way. He scans inside of the main. He sees that the eggs are already morphing. So, okay, here come the missile turrets from Mind. He might actually have them out in time. I think he will have them out in time, but I don't think it's going to be enough. 1 turret at each base is not going to be enough. Luckily for him, he's building 2 additional turrets behind his main. But alright, Mind, he is going to have turrets out in time because Calm is grouping up, waiting for all his Mutalisks to get together. So Mind might actually be able to hold. Yeah, I think he is going to hold. But the mains are still so very close. This is a lot like Icarus, with the mains being as close as they are. Oh, the Zerglings run by and take down the turret. That's huge. Now Calm, he senses blood in the water. He's going to go for the natural expansion since there's only 1 turret there. And Mind trying to rebuild a second turret at this natural expansion. I don't know how those Lings got in there. How did those Zerglings sneak into that base? But Calm staying back here, sniping the SCVs to the best of his ability. And he has those reinforcement mutas just hanging outside of the main. So what he's going to do is fly back to those reinforcements, see if he can group them all up in an 11 muta clump. And once one of those mutas gets down on health, he'll throw it out, throw in a reinforcement, and pad it out that way. But Calm coming in here, super aggressive muta play from him. And Mind, so many idle SCVs, I think he's kind of fallen apart in this game. Yeah, he's going to lose all of his turrets, not able to really repair that turret. The turret goes down. And all he has right now are his Marines to defend himself. So, yeah, Calm going for this aggressive strat. It was actually a very nice counter to that 14cc. I don't think he knew about the 14cc when he planned out this build, though. But I think that's going to be it for Mind. He has no means of anti-air inside of his main, except for his medic Marines that he's trying to group up. A large enough number of them to take down the mutas. But, yeah, Calm is taking down pretty much every SCV inside the main. So Calm going for yet another turret. You see the +1 attack for the Marines is researching on that engineering bay, but I don't think it'll be done in time. I think that Calm will be able to take down all of the Marines before that upgrade even happens. So Mind, I don't think Mind's going to be able to take this game. Of course, the Marines coming in with STEM, taking down one of the mutas. But look, the economy has just been decimated from Mind. His economy is pretty much gone. You can sort of say the same for Calm, but Calm will be able to continuously pump mutas. And the more mutas he pumps, the worse it's going to be for Mind. Mind off of one base, he can't support his barracks, and he can't support any. Oh, look at this! All the Marines going down. I think that's going to be it. Expect the GG pretty quickly because without, there's a smile, a little grin from Mind showing his pearly whites. But the main is basically going to go down. As Calm is just hanging in here, seeing if he can snipe even more Medic and Marines. But since there are no Medic and Marines left, and just a couple, I mean, Calm could just go in right now and end it. Take down all the turrets at the natural expansion. But Calm, he's got to think a little bit ahead here. I mean, he's pretty much got this game locked down, but he needs to pump some drones at his natural expansion. He's done plenty of damage, so he needs to focus on his economy a bit. Taking down the remaining turrets at the natural expansion. Mind able to repair, though. So Calm got to play a little bit smarter than this. Going to lose some Mutalisk behind that base. But Calm, he's moving out with his drones, actually. It might be a rally point mistake. I don't know why those drones are moving out like they are. He might be building a forward hatchery or something, which would be ridiculous and awesome. I'd like to see BM back in StarCraft. I haven't seen nearly enough BM recently. It's been bothering me. I love bad manners in StarCraft. It's one of my favorite things. But the main is almost completely gone. For Mind, yet again, trying to build some turrets to protect himself. And Calm trying to wedge himself to the southern side of that natural expansion, snipe even more SCVs, going straight for the economy, straight for the jugular. And once all these SCVs are down, Mind will have no reason to stay in this game, really, because Calm, he has way more units. Yeah, it's just a rally point mistake from Calm. He's rallying everything to that one location, including his overlords and drones. They're kind of lost out there. They got the thumb a ride home. But, yeah, I don't know why Mind is still in this game. I guess he's going for the counterattack with these Medic Marines. But really, that's not going to get much done. Even though Calm is at the two bases, he just has a huge number of mutas. Absolutely huge. So as long as he micros correctly, yeah, there's the GG from Calm, and now this series is tied up 1-1. So now it's exciting. Let's go on to an epic Game 3. I hope it'll be epic anyway.